New worries tonight, the future of film and TV production in LA, but it's coming from state lawmakers. The concern centers around a cap on a maximum tax credit companies, including production companies, can claim in California. And CBS LA's Gio Insignares is live in Burbank with more on the lawmakers' claims the cap will, quote, kneecap production after hard-won gains. Gio.
That's right, Pat. Good evening to you. Now, according to the California Film Commission, and I have to read these numbers to you, the first year of the state's expanded tax credit program brought in more than $6 billion in economic activity and tens of thousands of jobs to the area. But as you mentioned, there's a group of lawmakers, a large group of them, that says that accidentally kneecaps the jobs that they were meant to protect.
This is just the stuff we house for all the local TV shows and movies and commercials.
Frank Ukalik has owned Heritage Props in North Hollywood since 2022, and he's been in the business for more than 30 years. The shop supplies medical and laboratory equipment to film and TV productions. When productions slow down or leave, businesses like his feel it first.
I just think the pie's getting smaller. Look, there's prop houses closing down. Resources have to shrink. I think it'll be a nice little profitable market for the people that are left.
And while California's expanded tax credit program brought some relief, Ukalik still had to evolve his business from being more than just a prop shop in order to stay afloat. But he warns that for other businesses, they may not have the time or the flexibility to wait for things like tax incentives to come through the door.
Passing the legislation, then enacting the legislation, then projects in development, getting those taxes. I mean, we're talking like years sometimes before it trickles down to a business like this.
And now a new threat. A provision in the state budget, Senate Bill 122, caps how much of a tax credit any company can claim in a given year at $5 million. For large productions that were eligible for $30 to $35 million in credits, lawmakers say that effectively cuts the value of California's program in half. More than 40 legislators, including Democrats and Republicans, signed a letter to Governor Newsom dated July 10th, demanding a fix before the end of this legislative session.
You know, we've taken a 35% tax credit, which we thought was effectively equivalent to a 30% tax credit in other states, and that's dropped down to someplace between 15 and 20%, and that just makes the California program non-competitive.
Assemblymember Rick Chavez-Zabur, who co-wrote the legislation that expanded California's film and television tax credit, says the cap appears to have been an oversight, with members believing the film program was exempt, but it wasn't. He says the fix is simple, a one-sentence bill that carves the film and TV jobs program out of SB 122 entirely. But time is running out.
I think it starts hurting productions now, so that's why I think we have to fix it in the next month and a half.
For Ukalik, he's watching closely toward what happens next. He says his business is up 15% from last year, but is quick to point out his growth isn't necessarily tied to the tax program. He's adapted his business to survive. For others who haven't or can't, he says the stakes couldn't be higher.
We've waited too long, but action now is better than no action at all. So let's just keep doing what we need to do.
And in a statement today, a spokesperson for Governor Newsom said in part, quote, the tax credit limitation is part of a broader fiscal proposal to ensure the state can continue making strategic investments while maintaining long-term fiscal stability. They also added that the administration will be working with industry and legislative partners to make sure the program remains competitive, but came up just short of committing, I should say stop short of committing to a fix. Of course, we'll keep an eye on this moving forward. For now, tonight, reporting from Burbank, I'm Gio Insignares, CBS LA.
Yeah, thanks so much, Gio. I want to hear more about that, that's for sure.